Might take a while to bring this up. So, all right, there we go. Hello, this is Crow RKO 1990 with what's hopefully going to be the first of many shoot interviews to come. With me today is my guest and friend at this time, WildChild Pain.
How you doing?
Now, just to start off, what got you into the business of pro wrestling?
There's a lot of things that got me into it. My father never wrestled before in his life, but he had every single DVD, VHS you can imagine.
Oh, that big a fan, huh?
Yeah, very big of a fan.
Isn't that the way it usually starts out? Kids see either collection that their parents got, or they see or dad's watching it one night, kid comes
Yeah, pretty much.
and sits down and says, "Hey, I want to do this."
Believe it or not, the first show I ever went to was in Cerebral, New Jersey. It was at Cerebral High School, matter of fact. The main event was supposed to be Bam Bam Bigelow taking on Bret the Hitman Hart, and this was when Bret the Hitman Hart was the Intercontinental Champion at the time.
Oh, with the WWF?
Yeah.
At the time? Oh, you're talking about, Bam Bam from Asbury Park.
Yeah, very close.
Now, is it true that he was, I don't know if you know this, but is it true that he was a former bounty hunter before becoming a pro wrestler?
Actually, that is very true. He actually grew up with my uncles over there, and so he was a really big part of my family. Very sad the way he actually left.
I read about that.
Rest in peace to his soul and all that, but there's a lot more that goes to the wrestling business than most people think. When I had first got into the business, we used, I was wrestling my backyard. Just every other.
Backyard wrestling. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, there are quite a few pro wrestlers who started that. Look at AJ Styles, New Jack, CM Punk.
There's a lot of us.
I think the Briscoe brothers from ROH. There are a lot of guys who have done.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are a lot of guys who put their shit out on YouTube too. Which honestly, I say if they got the training, like you did, they could actually make something of themselves in the bit. But they gotta have the training. They kind of also have to have the look, which some of them don't have. So it's
exactly.
Now, coming from where you are now at a professional level, do you have anything against backyard wrestlers?
No, I don't. I think that was a great place for myself to start, and it's a very good place for a lot of people to start. I wouldn't suggest it, but I have nothing against backyard wrestlers.
Another guy I know who did backyard wrestling, Sterling Williams from SPW.
Sterling Williams, very, very wonderful, wonderful guy. I've known Sterling for probably a good year.
I think you've been kicked by him a few times too.
Yeah, I've definitely been kicked by him a few times. He's been kicked by me a couple times. We actually had a.
Hey, you guys should just have a kick competition so you can kick each other. It'd be like a Muay Thai match.
Yeah, we've had that a couple times. We actually had a.
We're gonna be recreating the Ian versus Axel Rock and Taipei Death match.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's in a local company here soon.
That was a fantastic match, by the way. But
bloody as hell too.
Yes.
But what do you expect? It was ECW.
Yep. Me and Sterling Williams, we actually had a match. It was at the tattoo.
Oh yeah, it was the tattoo. I saw that. Yep. Well, that was you came out with World Pain, Brittany and Mike.
Yep. Brittany and Michael Cole, which are no longer by my side anymore.
Not like Michael Cole.
Nope. We're talking about Monster Mike.
Michael Cole. Who cares about that guy?
Michael Cole, man, the coal miners, you gotta love it.
Not a Michael Cole fan.
I kind of agree with it. I love it.
No, Michael Cole's been the butt of everyone's joke in the WWE since 1997.
Yep, and he always will be. But when me and Sterling Williams faced, a fantastic match. I'll never take anything away from him. Unfortunately, the first match we had, which was the night before the video that everybody else saw that was on YouTube now, he had defeated me, so we had a rematch the very next night. And the first night I took a kendo stick across the head.
Ooh,
that felt really good.
Hold on, did he hit you with it or did Shorty?
That was Shorty.
Shorty, as I call him, since he now comes out with, of course, the gi, you see.
Yep.
Yeah, but now he's got the blue bandanas around his face. I just start referring to him as the Gangster Sensei. Why? He's dressed in all blues. He got the two bandanas, and he comes out in the gi.
Exactly.
Come on, and
Shorty, another great guy.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with him, man.
Shorty's a real nice guy. Everything else. Sterling Williams, that's 12. Those guys. I see a lot of potential in them,
Yeah, Silver
and
City.
I see them going a long way in this business.
I'm about to say like I'd for like a big time company,
If Sterling pushes himself harder than he ever has, yes, I see him going big time.
They say like he. Well, I do agree that yeah he could have a good future, but
yeah.
I'm thinking best place for him to go if you want to try. As I think he and a couple other guys have been down to TNA gut checks.
Yeah.
And I think put him in there, he might add quite a bit of interesting moves and just some interesting entertainment to the X division.
Exactly. X division, another great spot like that, and everything else, and
Well, I mean, he'll have guys who are actually about his size and stuff. But I mean, you've seen some of his matches with some of the bigger guys. I mean, like Ray Storm, Phil Brown.
Ray Storm, Phil Brown. I've seen that. I mean, I've had the opportunity to take on Phil Brown.
How hard is he really that stiff when he does chops? Because I talked to someone else and they said that he
hurts.
Actually, I was slapping it. I was just giving it a few
Phil
shots
Brown,
by Kid.
He hurts. Sam Bass, stiff chop as well. Of course, as everybody knows, I lost to him over in the.
I lost to him at the television time.
Well, that was the second time.
Oh, that was.
The first match we had was for the TV title tournament.
That was the one
to advance into the finals.
Yeah, and then you wrestle.
I
don't know. Did he get a bye after that, or did he just wrestle Nate?
He took on Nate Mustang afterwards, and
beat him with a foot on the rope.
Yeah. And then the very next show was at the Tattoo Festival again. I took on.
I didn't see that one. That one wasn't posted.
Nope,
but
wasn't
I had to have been there.
Sam
Damn,
Bass,
I'm actually pissed I missed that show then.
It was great though. I got to take out one of his good buddies, Mark Anthony, with a chair, which was great.
Yeah, hold on. I've seen you with a chair. It was. Don't you do something like kind of like air sabu?
Yeah, something like an air sabu.
Yeah, I dubbed that air pain. I dubbed that air pain.
And that's a good name for it. Never heard of it, but it was good, man.
It was at the Cystic Fibrosis show. I gave that name. I just screamed out, "Looks like Nate got hit with a little air pain." You and Nate Mustang, short match, but man, that was hilarious. I didn't really figure you for wanting to do comedy style matches.
And I wasn't trying to do comedy. I was just trying to make an ass out of him. Which is really my job now,
Well, you are, the Dark Prince, WildChild Pain?
Dark Prince, WildChild Pain.
You get to make an ass out of someone. Yeah, you definitely do your job. You get to make him look like a complete idiot.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely. Going back to when I first started in this business, I trained for 3 weeks, and then I had my first match.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Most guys I hear is like 3 months at the moment.
And believe it or not, when I first started out,
damn, 3 weeks.
Yep.
Weeks of training, and then they said, "Here you go."
Exactly. It cost me in a match, but I was supposed to be originally in the tag team match. There was a gentleman out in New Jersey called Hyena. Hyena. His name is Paul. Really nice guy.
Hyena. What was his game like? Kind of like a Joker kind of thing?
He was.
Or like a wild man kind of thing?
Kind of like a wild man type deal.
Oh, you mean kind of like George the Animal Steel?
Yeah, type deal. Yeah.
Except maybe with a little more laughter.
Well,
it's a hyena. What the hell are they done for?
When I had started out, I had changed. Before I had my WildChild Pain, I was known as the Jackal.
The Jackal. Hold up. The Jackal. There's another guy that went by the name. So hold on. Which were you? Were you the original Jackal or was Cyrus?
I was the original Jackal.
Damn, WWF ripped you off on that one.
And that don't bother me any.
Well, no, it depends on how you spell. Oh, and how they spell it. It might be just coincidence.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, I think I heard. No, I actually heard this rumor over names that Russo's possibly going to be getting sued for stealing an indie circuit wrestler's name.
Yep,
Crimson and the whole gimmick and thing.
Well, believe it or not, Crimson is actually he's had that name since ROH. Because he was really in ROH. He started out in ROH, and when they brought him up, he just got the name. There's not much they could do about that.
Yeah, well, Little Red. Well, what the fuck's that gonna do? That
exactly.
just makes. I mean, he's what, 6'6"? It's 235 pounds. I mean, that don't really fit a guy like him. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good when it was the little brother to Amazing Red storyline, but
Yeah.
that just was like, yeah.
Yep.
Good playing words, little brother.
Yeah. There's not much you can. I don't know. TNA and WWE, I don't know, man. They just they need a little bit
They're
more
their
work,
own
maybe.
product. They're their own product. They got their own set of problems
Yeah,
at
they
the
have their
moment.
own product. Yeah, it's
And I
rough.
mean, although honestly, I just wonder something. Would you? I hear this a lot of people. And then we'll get back to the real
Okay.
topic. But quite few people say that if Triple H hadn't been sleeping with the boss's daughter, he wouldn't have gotten so many title runs. Do you agree with that?
Yes and no.
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no. Just for the simple fact that
Well, of course he's married to the boss's daughter. But
now
at
if he
this moment,
wasn't,
but at this moment he's got an office job.
he wouldn't
So,
be where he's at this point if he wasn't married to her. But
well, I can agree with that. Talented guy, but still,
but
yeah. I
at this
mean,
point where he was at then, this is where he would be now. In other words, where he's at, where he was at that point,
is where you'd be right now doing this.
no, where he would be, not where I'd be. No,
I know, I'm
no,
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
still got a lot more work to do.
I know, I'm kidding with you on that one.
But yeah.
Well, but then again, he was trained by Killer Kowalski, so
Exactly.
there's some good credentials right
Yes,
there. Oh, by the way,
absolutely.
who trained you?
I was actually trained by a gentleman named Ron Post.
Ron Post.
You know, they call him Big Ron. But Ron Post, he was the owner of Empire Wrestling Alliance out in New Jersey, which for a very long time they were shut down.
Oh.
They were shut down for a while. Money issues, everything else, and
Man,
what company doesn't go through? Any independent promotion goes through it. Then after it was all said and done, he brought the company back. Unfortunately, when he brought the company back, I was already with SPW. I was with Southside Pro Wrestling for a while. Still with them as it is, but I did one show with NWA Fusion. I did one or two
actually,
shows.
I saw one of their shows last Saturday.
Yeah.
Real good.
I did
Real good company.
I did a couple shows with Jersey All Pro Wrestling. I did a couple shows with CCW out in Pennsylvania. Small little company out in North
Oh,
Carolina.
and just to make sure, he said CCW, not CZW.
Yeah, CC.
Same area, different
C as in
different
cat.
promotion. Different promotion.
Yeah.
Just wanted to clear that up.
And then you got Freestyle Championship Wrestling, which was a small company. They do shows maybe once a year, but they're pretty big shows at that.
Well, it's kind of like what like Full House.
Exactly.
Kind of things, huh?
Yep.
So every seat in the arena is packed. Huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
Also, it was like an ECW show. There's going to be a lot of people there. Every single show, every single seat's going to be packed because people are expecting a good match, and you guys give it to them.
Exactly. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, damn. You said your first match was originally supposed to be a tag match. So what happened?
Well,
the guy no show or
the tag team we were supposed to originally face, they were having some other issues. They weren't able to make it. Well, by the time Showtime started, we had to come up with a quick singles match. Of course, my first match was a completely botched match. For those of you that don't know what a botched match is,
that bad, huh?
Very bad.
Oh,
For those who don't know what a botch match is, I was pretty much the crash test dummy. My one and only move the entire match was a chop.
Fresh meat.
And at that time
it was basically a squash match.
Exactly.
It's just a quick way to get some other guy over and say, hey, let's see what this kid can do.
Exactly.
We'll send you out with 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks of experience. What the fuck do they expect you to do?
Exactly. I am a one-time tag team champion, a one-time Anarchy champion. Before Anarchy Championship Wrestling came out, Freestyle Championship Wrestling actually had the Anarchy Championship.
Oh, okay.
The title was held 24/7. So I was their champion for almost a year, and haven't held any other title since then. And coming up very soon, I'm going after that SPW TV title again as well.
Is going to be? Are you planning on doing that in the upcoming show?
Don't know yet. I haven't decided yet, and we'll see what it brings. This Saturday, October 1st, 2011, over at Knuckleheads off of Witch Duck Road in Virginia Beach. We actually have a benefit show for all of our wounded Navy SEALs.
Donations are accepted as admission.
And donations are accepted as admissions. What happens is anything that's made through donation wise and everything else, what's going to happen is it's going to be nothing, all proceeds